Stacy Pearson, and I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I originally heard about Living Oils OK through Debbie Taylor, and she was constantly telling me about these essential oils, and that's how I heard about them. I originally heard about Living Oils Oklahoma through Debbie Taylor, and she was telling me all about these oils, and I was kind of like bah humbug, like, okay, whatever. But one day I pulled a lasagna out of the oven and I spilled it onto my thumb, and I couldn't get out from underneath it fast enough. I still had to lift it out and onto the counter. So the hot molten lava that was on my thumb had been there for quite a while. And so I was immediately in a lot of pain, and I had a little ice cube and the little paper towel, wet paper towel wrapped around it. I had it on top of my head because it was throbbing. And everybody said, you need to put lavender on that. And I was thinking, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard of, because I had been around, lavender scent stuff at the spa, and I'm like, oh great, something from yoga class is gonna help my secondary burn. But they were insistent, so I put it straight on my thumb, and literally within 3 minutes, I had no more nerve ending pain, I had no more burning, and I didn't have to sit there with my thumb in a cup of water for the next day. And I totally went on my way. 3 days later, all the skin that had been burned off of it sloughed off. And during that whole process, I never had any pain, never even had to reapply it. That's when I went back to her and said, okay, this really works, so tell me more. So my life is so much better now that I've had Living Oils on hand, and through Debbie I've been able to amass a lot of little recipes for different things in my life. I like to live non-toxically. I like to stay out of the doctor's office. I like to not be taking medication. And so my whole family and my grandkids, we all use essential oils now. And whatever is going on in our lives, it seems like we've got something in our oils that we can use for that. So it's just changed our lives completely. So using Living Oils has really impacted my life in the fact that I have a go-to place that I can get something to relieve or help me with or boost me with that is non-toxic and not a medication. So like in the afternoon when I'm just kind of like bobbing up and down, it's like, oh, and you kind of like be tempted to take a cup of coffee during that time. I can just get out one of my recipes, and I have a favorite recipe that Debbie gave me. We call it Good Morning, Hello. And I put it on my temples and put it on my wrists, and it just like, all of a sudden I'm awake, I'm going forward. And like my grandkids, if they're coughing, I'll put peppermint and lemon in a diffuser, and immediately the coughing stops. It's just amazing how they work. I have a special needs brother, and we use the essential oils to keep him calm, and also certain ones on the bottom of his feet to keep away the seizures that he used to have. So it's just changed our life completely. I would recommend essential oils to my friends and families because everything they're looking for in a doctor's office, they can find in an essential oil. And that's not an exaggeration. The essential oils really get to the cause of so many problems, and just a few drops here and there or diffuse into your room, and you can solve a problem. It's amazing. You can Google up a problem you're having and put the word essential oil on it, and you will find an oil to solve that problem.